This video is going to be a step-by-step guide on how to download Squad Busters to your Android device and even be able to make payments regardless of what country you live in. Now, the game is only launched in certain regions, so there's a series of things we need to do to effectively pretend that we're in another region. So this is going to be the series of steps you need, but you can use the timestamps in the description to go into the in-depth version of any of these steps. The big picture for what we're going to do is we're going to download a VPN, activate it to act as if we're in a new location. We're going to create a new Gmail account while the VPN is active so that Gmail thinks we live there. And then we're going to force quit the App Store, reopen the App Store, and I was able to download the game, and using this technique, it worked on not only one device, but a second Android device as well. So let's go in depth here on the step-by-step, and we'll cover making payments in game at the very end. The first thing you have to do, if you don't already have a VPN service, is download a VPN service. And although this would have been a really sick opportunity to pick up a sponsor, this video is not sponsored by TunnelBear. It's just a really good service. The thing that's cool about TunnelBear, and I looked at several of these, is that you don't have to enter any credit card information in order to start using it. You're limited on how much data you can use, but it doesn't matter here. You don't need your VPN active while you're playing Squad Busters. You just need to have it on to do the download. And I've even had it off, I think, while making purchases. I might be wrong on that though. I have a paid VPN service because I needed it for a game that required it to be on constantly. This is not one of those games. So you can use TunnelBear. The only thing you need is an email address when you're creating an account. You need to create an account, verify your email address, and then you're good to go. I just did these steps, so let's open it up. Once you open up TunnelBear, you're gonna see something like this after you've created your account. This is effectively the different locations where you can VPN to, and I'll put on screen the list of locations where the game is available. Pick one of those locations, and I picked Canada, so all of my currency is Canadian when I make purchases in game. So just keep in mind that whichever of these locations you pick may have an impact on what currency you're using when you make payments. I'm assuming that that's not going to be an issue when the game goes global. And once it has happened, I can make payments from the United States, but that could definitely get interesting when that happens. I don't have the answer there. Leave a comment down below if you know what's going to happen when the game goes live. But you can pick any one of these locations for the purpose of this video. I already have Finland selected. It's in the upper right, so it's kind of easy to see. And boom, we're going to go there. You turn this thing on, and now we're connected to Finland. From here, it's time to create a new Gmail account. The way that I did this next is I created my Gmail account while the VPN is on, and I went into the settings to accounts and backup. Now, I've done this twice. Once I removed all of the accounts, I just did it that way, and then I created the new one. The other way, I don't think I actually removed my accounts. Like on this device that I'm using, I don't think I removed my accounts. So you may not actually need to remove the accounts you have, but you do need to create a new account. So you'll click Accounts and Backup, you'll click Manage Accounts, and then you're gonna click Add an account over here. The type of account we're going to create is a Google account. So you're going to hit create account over there and go through the prompts to create your new Gmail account. After you have created your Gmail account, and let me just switch myself to the other side of the screen here. All right, there are three little bars in the bottom right. I guess they're not showing up here for me to be able to illustrate this very cleanly. Yeah, it doesn't show up in sharing my screen, but there's three vertical bars in the bottom right that I can tap that opens up all of the apps that are active. I then force quit the Play Store like so. GG easy. From there, you reopen the Play Store, and you should see in the upper right that you're signed in to the correct account. If you're not, you might be able to switch to the correct account and then look up Squad Busters. For me, because I removed all the other accounts, it was pretty easy. And also, I think it just defaults to the last account you've added. Could be wrong. But make sure in the upper right that it is the correct account. If it is not, either remove the other accounts, force quit, and do it over. I never had to like clear my cache or do anything like that. I like just force quit it. Okay. And then you just look up Squad Busters and download it. Squad Busters. And that was it. GG. You're playing the game. There it is. I already have it installed. All right. And that's how I did it. I've done this not once, but now twice in that exact step. series of steps. Some devices maybe need different steps. If you encounter any difficulties, you can drop a comment down below, but I'm not the most savvy Android user, so I don't know that I'll be able to help a ton with that. But the thing I can help you with is how to actually set up for payment. So once you've installed Squad Busters and you make sure that everything is working, you're going to go back into the App Store and you're going to click all the way in the upper right by your little profile icon. From here, you're going to go in to payments and subscriptions. This is where you're going to set up how payments are going to happen. From there, you're going to go into payment methods. You can see here that I set up a PayPal account. I know I have it all blocked off. I don't know if you're subscribed to Pirate Software. The dude is awesome. And I normally would just like blur effect over that, but apparently blur is not destructive. Okay, I've learned. So physically blocking is the way you're supposed to actually block stuff. Like how I'm physically blocking the way you can add payment methods. I did PayPal. You don't have to do PayPal, but that seems to work for me just fine. I already have a PayPal account. It was pretty easy. Maybe you can add a credit or debit card. In order to add PayPal as an option, what I had to do is add a physical location. Now, this is a little bit weird, but you can literally go to Google Maps and pick, I think, almost any physical location in a major city associated with the location that you're choosing. Like, for example, you could look up a McDonald's in the city of your choice, okay? And it's probably there. And you enter in that address and you're good to go. I don't think they really check the address for anything. I think you just need to have one in there in order to actually be able to make payments. And that's how you can get set up to make payments. This technique is what I did to be able to make payments, and I'm in. That's what people are doing. This is how it's happening. So you can purchase the stuff in game. You don't have to worry about missing out on limited time offers if that's what you want to go and pursue. So hopefully that gave you everything you need to know to download and start playing Squad Busters on your Android device. I know a bunch of people use iOS. I haven't actually set it up yet for iOS, and I may try to do that. And then once I've done it, give you all the steps. So if that's the sort of thing you're interested in, well, probably wouldn't have clicked this video, but consider subscribing. Also, I'm making a ton of Squad Busters content. If you want to see some really crazy, fun games, I mean, I have been playing against some of the literal highest ranked players in the world, and they are insane. Can confirm they're very good, better than I am. But if you want to see that kind of content, subscribe, and I'll have a couple cards in the end screen that you might really enjoy.